Let me start by saying that my first responsibility as a cabinet secretary, why I'm here, is to listen. There have been many concerns raised on issues of security and service delivery, and the first call for any leader, including myself, is to listen. So I am here on a listening mission to see and to hear from the stakeholders in the entire region on how they feel about government and government services, and particularly about their safety and security. It is through that you can have, as a policy maker and as a leader in the ministry, have the right interventions on the various issues that have been raised in this region. The security situation generally in the country is safe. We are stable as a nation. We are some of the things that interventions that they need us to do are the doing in this area to make sure that they contain this problem. Again, that will form critical part of our conversation in the Jukwaa La Usalama forum that we are going to have shortly. Number two is that we are also having a discussion about security of our country from the part of terrorism and border security. And you all know that this is a constant and consistent challenge that we are dealing with as a country over the years. But I'm happy to report that thanks to the efforts that have been put for the last 10 years in our country, the country is stable in that their colleagues or their families because of mental health challenges. That is a matter of great concern to us. The other issue that we want to look at critically in the entire coast region is the question of drug abuse and as a CS on matters of working hours for police officers, working conditions for security officers, and their mental health, particularly with incidences being reported of cases of police officers taking their own lives or lives of their colleagues or their families because of mental health challenges. That is a matter of great concern to us. The other issue that we want to look at critically in the entire coast region is the question of drug abuse and drug and substance abuse. We know that in the past also there has been a great challenge in this region in terms of drug abuse, and many young people have been affected. Again, a lot of work has gone into it. I want to listen to the progress that has been made beyond the security briefs that we already have, and to listen to the grassroots leaders, particularly the assistant chiefs and the chiefs, on what other strategies we are going to put in place and what support they require from us to make sure that we get rid of drug and drug abuse issues in the region. The other issue of great concern for us is land issues. Land issues in coast region is a matter of great concern, and it is an area that is causing conflict, particularly people who are invading private property of individuals in this region. My concern here is to make sure that from a security perspective, what are some of the areas of intervention that we can be able to help to resolve these land issues, or to ensure that these issues are being resolved through law and order, particularly court processes and alternative dispute resolution mechanism that is peaceful to keep our people safe. And some of these land issues have created conflict, and also conflict among communities. Pastoralists vis-a-vis those who are farmers has created conflict in areas like Taita Taveta and Tana River and Lamu. And so those are things that we are going to be discussing and find proper ways of resolving. Other than that, there are issues of service delivery, issues of immigration, issues of issuance of passports, issues that are related to registration of persons. Later, I will be visiting one of the centers where we are doing mobile registration. We want to, as many Kenyans, particularly the young people, as you know, recently we degazetted the fee, 300 shillings that was required for first registration for people to get IDs. That is an area that I'm going to see how we can then facilitate the mobile registration to get as many young people as possible getting their IDs and participating in decision making and being able to I will be inspecting later the registration office for immigration and see about issuance of passports. As we promised, Maximum 7 days. When you apply for passport, you must get your passport. Maximum 10 days. If you apply for ID, you must get your ID. I want to see how we can ensure that service delivery is in these sectors is guaranteed. And then finally, as a ministry that assists the government in administrative work, we want to see how best we can work with other departments of government to ensure that there is service delivery. So one of the conversations we'll be having is with our government delivery unit, and they will be speaking to these administrators from the grassroots on how best they can help in coordinating service delivery to make sure that every project that is being implemented by the government of Kenya, they are able to monitor and give us real-time progress for those projects so that you don't have to wait for the cabinet secretary, principal secretary, or the president to visit for people to complain about incomplete projects or shoddy projects. Some of the things we are going to discuss today is to make sure that is done. And we are also using this forum for awareness on the key programs of bottom-up economic agenda. One of that program is the universal healthcare. One of the presentations we'll be making to the grassroots leaders, particularly our elders from the community and the chiefs and assistant chiefs, is how SHA is working and how best we can make sure that Taifa Care is delivering to the people of Kenya. So it will be an eventful day and 6 days ahead of us. But this is what it is, and this is a practice we have now adopted in this ministry. We will visit the entire 47 counties across the country. We've just started with Coast Region, and I will be working from here. Besides the work that will be related to the 6 counties, I'll continue discharging my national duties from this region for the next 6 days.
Yes.
Thank you.
Regarding border security, we hear that the chiefs who are abducted in Mandera have been released. Can you comment?
Yes, thank you very much. We have very good news that our chiefs that were abducted in Mandera have been released, and they are now in the hands of Kenyan officials, and they will be arriving home anytime soon. This is very good news based on collaborative efforts, as I announced before, that as a government we decided to work together with the community and to work with the county government of Mandera and the local community, and this process has borne fruit. We will be commenting further in the near future, once our chiefs are within the country, and we'll give you even more updates on the progress and what we are doing. The thing that many Kenyans need to know is that our country is safe because there are men and women who are making great sacrifices. The fact that we don't discuss threats of terrorism and Al-Shabaab and so forth every day does not mean that our country is not facing constant threat from these elements. It means, the real meaning is that the men and women who have gone out there working in the field, especially along our borders, are doing a fantastic job to protect the rest of us. We don't speak about this every day, but it just needs to be known by all Kenyans that we are safe because our police officers, our NPR, our chiefs, our assistant chiefs, and many citizens in the community who are cooperating with the security sector are helping us to keep our country safe. And therefore, we will be making a statement in the next few days in detail on the progress of that issue. Umesema?
Ulipokuwa bungeni juzi, uliungama kuwa there's a tourist who was attacked. Hapa umesema ni false alarm.
Nimesema kwamba vile iliripotiwa, si kwamba kuna mtu alinyang'anywa, aliporwa simu yake. Kuna mzungu moja alivamiwa na vijana na kuporwa simu, lakini sio genge vile watu walikusema kwamba kuna magenge ya wakora walivamia watalii wengi. Hapana, siwezi kakataa. Ukweli ya mambo ni kwamba mtalii moja alinyang'anywa simu na mkora moja kwa hapa jiji, na kulikuwa na makosa kidogo ya coordination kati yetu na ile police unit yenye inasimamia mambo ya tourism na wale ambao department yetu yenye inafanya mambo ya utalii. Hiyo ilikuwa ni makosa kidogo ilifanyika. Yenye nasema ni false alarm ni kwamba haikuwa kwamba walivamiwa na magenge wenye or let me put it in black and white. It's not that they were actually attacked by panga boys with a gang approaching the tourists. No, that was not the case. It was just a case of the usual pickpocketers and thieves who try to steal from tourists. Of course, we don't want such incidents to happen. But I want to appreciate the media houses. Most of the media houses carried out the story accurately with national interest at heart. You know, there's just a few people here and there who reported it sensationally in a manner that would scare our tourists when the situation was not at the scale that was sensationalized.
Was the suspects arrested? Status of the phone?
Yes, it's ongoing, not yet arrested. The suspects are not yet arrested, but again, our regional police commandant will be making reports in the few days, and if it happens, at the time we are here, we will let you know. Last question. Pardon? Si tuseme ya Mombasa hapa ndio tusichanganye na mambo mengine. What I want to say generally is that part of the reason why we are dealing with gangs here is to make sure that there is no place in the Republic of Kenya where we will allow any goons or gangs to invade any facility, whether it's a church, whether it is a school, whether it is a street. This country must be led by the rule of law. And injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. We are not going to allow extrajudicial processes to continue in the country. We must remain a country of law and order. And it doesn't matter. Ours is apolitical. We do not subscribe to any political side. Ours is to make sure that everybody can exercise their right freely across the country without being hindered, as long as they are going about it peacefully. Nilisema, pengine hamkusikia vizuri, tumesema kwamba magenge yote nchini Kenya, ukianzia hapa Panga Boys, na hakuna vile tutawacha mtu yoyote. Tumesema kutoka hapa ile elements ya Mungiki, mambo ya Chingororo, na nilisema hiyo, wengine wanajiita confirm na sijui confirm huko Nakuru, wengine wanajiita huko Kisumu, China Squad, China Squad Fiesta, na nikumbusha hapa wengine wako Western huko. Nilisema hata kwa bunge mambo ya Matungu na ile kazi tumefanya kuhakikisha kwamba tumetoa magenge yote. And I can assure you as a country, we will dismantle all these gangs. And we want to assure you that where these gangs are attached to political leaders, we will arrest them and we'll make sure that they do not have peace in our country. We want to instead to channel our youth to other government programs, housing, ICT hubs, among other interventions, including some of them to go back to TTIs. And I'm very happy with some county governments, including here in Mombasa, who have given these young people alternative training facilities and support, financial support and bursaries, including members of parliament who have supported some of these young people to go to colleges and schools and TTIs so that they can get themselves something else to do than involving themselves in crime. We will speak more after the session. Thank you.